Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Middleman, and we back on Middleman TV. Your boy had to take some time off, but we are back. We are back live, and I got a lot to talk to y'all about when it comes to the boxing shit. Me personally, I feel like a lot of the boxing world has gone casual. I'm gonna wait for this thing to marinate, so I got some time. I'm very disappointed in what I see from a lot of boxing fans, but this always tends to happen after a big fight takes place. Boxing fans get to acting stupid. They get to overreacting, and it happens every single time. And it's up to the real boxing fans to make sure that we put a stop to the goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to chop it up with y'all every day because I got two jobs and I got a lot going on in my car right now. You know what I'm saying? Real life stuff. A lot of these other YouTube channels, they got all day to talk to y'all and stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with their life. They don't cover no sports. They don't bet no sports. They don't get no money. They just be on YouTube all day. You know what I'm saying? This is not what we do on Middleman TV. On Middleman TV, we have limited time, but with the time we have, we make sure that we put that thing to use. And here I'm here to talk about how the boxing world has gone casual. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez put on a real good performance against Demetrius Andre. And props to David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Um, Everyone's calling out Canelo now. Damian Lillard even just posted on Twitter saying that, man, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez for the Cinco de Mayo would be a great fight. It must happen. No excuses. I'm saying the same thing. However, you know what I'm saying? I did predict, and I've always predicted that David Benavidez would beat Canelo. But all this, he gonna stop Canelo. He gonna kill Canelo. Like, y'all need to stop, man. Like, y'all are overhyping this stuff, man. And I gotta put y'all casual boxing fans to a halt. You know what I'm saying? It happens every time. I had a couple casual boxing fans switching topics real quick. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple casual goofy boxing fans on my phone talking about Ryan Garcia would beat Teofimo Lopez. I said, "What the hell? What made you say that, bro? Like, what? How could you be such a clown to say something like that?" And he said, "Cuz, bro, Teofimo Lopez turned down fighting Ryan Garcia." So I said, "Okay, listen. Ryan Garcia made what anywhere between 10 to 15 million in his last fight. Teofimo made like 1 million in his last fight to fight Josh Taylor. How the fuck Ryan Garcia got a better how the fuck Teofimo Lopez got a better resume than Ryan Garcia, but yet Ryan Garcia getting paid more money? See, that's the problem with y'all boxing fans. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to be addressed. The casual boxing world needs to know how embarrassing it is. Like, it's a reason. It's a goddamn reason why baseball, soccer, football, basketball, there's a reason why all these sports are more publicly known and more watched than boxing. There's a reason. Because the fan base in boxing is goofy. They're stupid. They're not loyal. And that's the problem we have in boxing. If we had a more loyal fan base in boxing and people knew what they were talking about and knew what they was looking for, then the reviews for boxing would be just as good as baseball or basketball or football. But that's why boxing is like the sixth or seventh most popular sport, because boxing don't know what they're doing. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the non-casuals to really help this sport out. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to us. And I'm gonna say this, man. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor and beat Vasily Lomachenko, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Teofimo Lopez hasn't made a good bag for himself. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to bags. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, in my personal opinion, you beat Josh Taylor, who was undisputed. You beat Vasily Lomachenko, who's one of the best pound for pound fighters, going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? To me, Teofimo Lopez on paper is worth anywhere from 5 to 10 million a fight. You see what I'm saying? But the way the boxing world works, It goes off popularity. I don't even know what it goes off of. It don't go off skill. It don't go off your resume. It don't go off the stuff it's supposed to go off of, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? To me, you should get paid more based off your resume. You know what I'm saying? And based on your accolades. You know what I'm saying? To me, if you're you should get bonuses and incentives off your rewards. To me, if you're a 2 division champion and you become a 3rd division world champion, you should get an incentive for that. But boxing doesn't do that. Boxing is a scam. But that's a topic for a different day. You know what I'm saying? But anybody out there, any boxing channel who's advocating that Ryan Garcia would beat Teofimo Lopez is a clown. And if you listen to a channel that talks about Ryan Garcia beating Teofimo Lopez, you are a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who watches boxing knows Teofimo Lopez is a much better boxer, much better fighter, and would smoke Ryan Garcia in every way, shape, or form. Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll ever see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia like to talk a lot of smack. He been calling out a lot of people lately. I've been noticing that. Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? I called the man's out on my Instagram because I think he's a straight goofy. Like, I think he's that much of a clown that I don't got no respect for dude, that I'll tag him, let him know he a goofy. And let me let y'all know something about Ryan Garcia too. Because y'all think y'all know everything, you know, boxing casuals and stuff like that. Ryan Garcia, he view every single story I tag him in. You know why? Because he's soft. Like, he want to see what motherfuckers talking about him. He a goofy. You know what I'm saying? He's a straight goofy. The man literally got his clout on boxing, being an Instagram model. That shit is clowned out, and people actually like that clown. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But people are gonna learn that he not fucking with Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? If they ever fight, and there's not really much else to talk about. I also have casual boxing fans telling me that Ryan Garcia would beat Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson struggles with fighters that got power. Man, like, I'm telling y'all, the boxing world has gone retarded. Like, I'm telling y'all, there's no sport in the world where fans overreact to a loss or a win more than boxing fans. I'm telling you. In basketball, if Jason Tatum scores 12 points, don't nobody overreact, because guess what? We know he's going to drop 33 in the next game. You know what I'm saying? That's what we know. In basketball, that's what we know. If Tom Brady throw 3 picks, we know he going to come back and he going to throw for 400 yards the next game, 3 touchdowns, no picks. You see what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson had a bad performance. He's going to come back and show y'all why he's a silver Olympic medalist and why he's so great. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come down to that. That's what it's going to come down to. But I'm going to tell y'all why boxing is in such jeopardy, man. Like, and when I say jeopardy, not from like, we're getting some great fights. Like, boxing has been getting some real good fights. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting some mega fights. It's the fan base. It's the fan base. The fans that don't want to speak the truth. The fans that don't want to actually talk the real about boxing. And that's why where we are where we at. Never in life should more black people be watching baseball over boxing. But that's what we have. You know why? Because boxing is not being produced the right way, and people are not speaking facts on these fights. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. And the overreacting, it just has to stop in boxing. It really, really has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see people overreacting on boxing, it really pisses me off. Saying that Ryan Garcia would beat Shakur Stevenson, like, I really, truly think that boxing fans have lost their mind. Man. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm convinced that a lot of boxing fans are just always going to be casuals. They're always going to live in the moment. And me being around boxing for 25 years of my life, I don't overreact to things. I let things play out. You know what I'm saying? This is the softest era of boxing I've seen in a long time. And when I say soft, I mean, like, everything is so social media based. Back in the day, fighters just got in the ring and fought. Now everything's social media based. Everybody's scared to lose they owe. It's a lot different now. It's a lot more political. Just know it's different now. But that being said, it is what it is. We are where we are with it. I still love my sport. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the non-casual boxing fans out there that actually do know what they're talking about. The ones that don't overreact. You know what I mean? I really respect to y'all. You know, there's quite a few of y'all out there that do know what y'all talking about and understand that Shakur had a bad performance. And y'all understand that if he ever fought Ryan Garcia, he would smoke Buddy. But I mean, you know, people want to believe what they want to believe, and more importantly, people want to overhype Gervonta's resume. So anything to make Gervonta's resume sound good. So by Ryan beating quote unquote Shakur Stevenson, it would only make Gervonta look better. Let's be honest here. But so that's why the narrative has been being thrown out there. But you would have to be an idiot and a goofy to think Ryan Garcia would beat Shakur Stevenson. And I mean that. And I mean that. And anybody who feels that way, please comment so we can, we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure any smart boxing fan out there understands. But it's unfortunate. We have a lot of idiot boxing fans out there, man. But we're gonna talk about I want to talk about a lot of stuff that I've been hearing in the boxing world, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been talking about Terrence Crawford and what he wants to do next. And he's been throwing out names like Canelo and Charlo and the Spence rematch. I'm not really too focused on Crawford because I know Crawford is great, and no matter what he decides to do, he's going to put on a great performance. So I'm not too worried about Terrence Crawford. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. He just fought in July. He probably won't fight for another 4 or 5 months. But we got everybody talking about Shakur Stevenson losing to Ryan Garcia. Let's see if Ryan Garcia will even look great this weekend against Oscar Duarte, a guy I know nothing about, a guy that I know is a puncher, a guy that I know Oscar De La Hoya really wants to win. I'm really excited for this fight because I want Ryan Garcia to lose so bad, man. I'm going to try to get in his head the whole week. I'm going to be riding to him on Instagram. You're going to lose to Oscar Duarte. Like, I'm going to be in his head all week. I want to see if he could I want to see how Ryan Garcia fights under pressure. And me personally, not being a boxing casual, I'm going to make sure I get under his skin all week. You know what I'm saying? All y'all Ryan Garcia lovers out there, that's what I do, man. We're going to see if he can handle the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he can. You know what I'm saying? I think this Oscar Duarte dude might be trash, though. He got a good record, but as we've learned in boxing many times before, records mean nothing. I haven't heard of the dude. That means a lot to me. The fact that I haven't heard of the dude, he can't be too special. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's just gonna be a stupid fighter, a guy that Ryan is gonna be able to capitalize on because he's always been able to capitalize on bigger, smaller guys and guys who are stupid fighters. But if he doesn't end up stopping this Oscar Duarte, I don't want to hear none of y'all bringing up Shakur Stevenson. Like, I really don't, man. Like, please, like, show me that y'all have some knowledge for the game of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And then switching topics, we're gonna talk about the Devin Haney Regis Prograis fight, man, because that fight is coming close. We getting closer to the fight week for that. We 2.5 weeks away for that. December 9th, about 12 days, a little less than 2 weeks. And they've been talking smack, man. Haney been in Regis grill about how he lacked boxing skill and how he got dropped against Zorrilla in his last fight. And you got Regis telling Haney, he ain't got no power. Like, who the hell has he knocked out? And they trying to sell the fight, man, and they've sold it to me, man. I'm really looking forward to it now. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be one of the better fights of December, in my opinion. And we just got to see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, my prediction is Devin Haney going to win that fight. I just think Regis, his footwork is so terrible that he's never going to be able to unload his power on Haney. And when he does land, I feel like he's not going to land cleanly. He got to work on that footwork. He says he's been working on it. We're going to see come December 9th, man. We truly going to see December 9th if Regis has worked on that footwork, man. But I just want to talk about how boxing fans overreact, man. Anybody that's on the page right now watching, tuning in, make sure to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But like I said, Ryan Garcia is calling out all these names. He's calling out Shakur Stevenson. He's calling out Teofimo Lopez. And I just think they're just fake call outs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're true call outs because Ryan Garcia has a fight coming up in about a week. So it's all I want to see if Ryan Garcia energy is gonna stay the same after his Oscar Duarte fight, man. Like, that's something that we gotta really see if it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold on, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta make me something to eat real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be right back on this motherfucker. We back, man. We back. So yeah, I want to know where Ryan Garcia got all this courage to call out all these elite fighters, man. And I want to know why boxing fans overreact to wins and losses and bad performances. Shakur Stevenson has a bad performance, and people think that he's a bum now. that's like LeBron scoring 5 points and thinking LeBron sucked. Like, people are goofy, man. Especially boxing fans. Boxing fans know the least about anything. I'm telling you. Unless you've been around the game since you was a kid and you really been watching this and studying it, you a casual in this sport. You know what I'm saying? And 90% of y'all, unfortunately, are casuals. Ryan Garcia would not beat Shakur Stevenson just because Shakur Stevenson had a bad performance. I guess y'all forgot how stupid of a fighter Ryan Garcia is. Maybe if Oscar Duarte has any skill at all this weekend, you guys might see how bad of a fighter Ryan Garcia is. But I think Oscar Duarte sucks. Like I said, Ryan Garcia fights nobody, man. Uh, Anybody who thinks he'll beat Teofimo Lopez, you're not even allowed to talk boxing with me. I will remove you from my channel. That is disgraceful. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to hit the like button because I have to go on a rant today about how the boxing scene, how everyone in the boxing world has gone stupid. And it's very unfortunate. Now, another thing that boxing fans do is they always do this, man. And if y'all don't believe me, I always got examples. And this is why I do this. So that I can give y'all the examples to prove to you guys how fake and how stupid boxing fans are and why boxing is where it's at today. And also why fighters are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Y'all are fake. And the fans and the fighters don't deserve fake fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. When Terrence Crawford was fighting Errol Spence, 90% of the boxing world said, not 90, but about 70% of the boxing world said Errol Spence was going to win. He was going to walk Crawford down. Too big, too strong. Crawford's old, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Crawford comes in, beats Errol Spence's ass, dominates him, kills him in every aspect of the world. And what happens within a week after the fight? Instead of giving Crawford his credit and, letting him enjoy his win, enjoy his time with his wife, let him enjoy himself, you got people saying, oh, Spence would win the rematch. I bet you if he wasn't weight drained at 155, he would win, blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of goofy casual stuff that I hear every day. I hear this type of stuff every single day. And it needs to be addressed. On Middleman TV, we address stuff like this. That's one example. So Terrence Crawford beats the piss out of Errol Spence. And to this day, 4 months in advance, almost in December, we have people saying that if Errol Spence wasn't weight drained, if the fight was at 154, he would win. Crawford got lucky. I've been hearing a whole bunch of stupid things. And that's why you just have to ignore the average casual boxing fan. Example number 2. Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. That fight was literally a month ago. And a lot of people, Charlo has a good chance to win. Canelo's taking a back step, blah, blah, blah. And then Canelo comes in there and whoops Charlo's ass. Now, granted, Charlo embarrassed himself, but I don't care. Canelo did what he was supposed to do. He fought the guy in front of him, and he beat his ass. What do people do? Not even 2-3 weeks after the fight, they're calling for the man to fight David Benavidez, which I respect because I want to see that fight too. However, can the man enjoy some time in Dubai with his wife? That's where he was at this weekend. I don't even think he was watching the David Benavidez versus Andrade fight. Now, maybe he was. He might not have been because he was in Dubai all weekend. And that's my point with boxing fans. Like, let these fighters enjoy their time. Let them enjoy their victories. These fighters go through months of training camp, work their ass off, just so y'all can call out the next fight. Let the man enjoy their victory for a while and then come back to the lab. That's all I got to say. And until boxing fans learn how to do that and not overreact to bad performances, and when a fighter loses or wins, then we always gonna have a problem in boxing. And it's my job while I'm on this earth and while I'm on YouTube to give y'all the knowledge of boxing, because let's be honest, a lot of y'all lack the knowledge that y'all need to have in order to know what's gonna happen. Stop overreacting. Stop not letting fighters enjoy their victory, like Terrence Crawford, like Canelo Alvarez. I mean, how many times do I got to say this? When Canelo won against Charlo, within 3 weeks, y'all are calling him to fight David Benavidez instead of letting the man enjoy his time with his family. Instead of letting Crawford enjoy his victory after he beat the shit out of Errol Spence, y'all called for the man to fight Earl again, fight Jerron Boots Ennis. Y'all didn't even let the man enjoy his time with his wife yet. Y'all trying to, Earl Spencer win the rematch at 150 photo. Oh, Earl Spencer. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, until fans understand what they doing with all that stuff, Earl Spence would never beat Crawford. I don't want to hear that goofy stuff. All right? That's retarded. You would have to be mathematically remedial to say something that stupid. And we're not even gonna talk about it no more. Terrence Crawford beat the hell out of Earl Spence Jr., kicked his ass. No one thought he was gonna win. Now he won, and now people are still finding excuses. Jerron Boots Ennis, Earl Spence would beat him at 154. I hear it all, and it's annoying. I hear it all, man. As for this David Benavidez Canelo fight, have y'all seen David Benavidez fight one guy who could hurt him yet? Like, no, y'all haven't. All these biased, stupid boxing channels on YouTube who are yet to see David Benavidez hurt. Because offensively, yeah, we know he got it. He throws punches and bunches and he can hurt anybody on the offensive end, right? But his defense lacks. Like, I noticed David Benavidez gets hit all the time, but he hasn't fought a guy who could hurt him yet. So all these dumbasses, all these idiots who keep saying David Benavidez would beat anybody at 168 automatically, anybody at 175. How do you know? He's never fought nobody that hurt him. Beterbiev, Bivol, Canelo. How do you know none of these guys can hurt the man? You know what I'm saying? And until we see it, we're not going to know. So that's why I say, like, boxing fans overreact and they start talking stupid. Boxing fans are retarded. But I'm on here to let y'all know I'm gonna always give y'all the facts. There's no cap. Yeah. Gotta stay hydrated on my mama. Gotta stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Demetrius Andre for getting in the ring with David Benavidez, man. Anybody who hating on Demetrius Andre, I hear people saying Doodoo Andre, like, you're a clown, you a goofy. You know, it's a lot of channels out here, clown ass channels, like Southpaw TV, who don't leave they mama basement. You know what I'm saying? On the folk, clowns. But you know, that's what we get on YouTube. We get a lot of buses and clowns. You know what I'm saying? I don't be having time to be on here a lot. You know what I'm saying? People who live real lives, who got things to do, like on a regular basis, they don't be on YouTube every day. You know what I'm saying? We got to make time. Then you got clowns that don't do nothing but be on YouTube every day, like literally, like that's what they do. Yeah, it's just